Surfing consists of 4 key elements: the ocean, the mind, the body, the equipment. When a surfer understands and can connect all 4 elements, that's when the magic happens. And that is the Ombe way.
Hey, I'm Raz. I previously worked in finance for about 15 years. Started surfing about 10 years ago. I try and surf about 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, I haven't really had any coaching, just sort of been trying to work things out myself. The things I feel are holding me back with my surfing, really my stance, probably the way I'm sort of taking off and starting the wave, and then my turns. Love to just really improve my technique, so get better on my takeoff, bottom turn, top turn. That's really it. Just I love being in the ocean. Makes me really happy. Want to do more of it, and really excited to sort of improve so I can surf more challenging waves.
Hey, I'm Jade Green. So I learned surfing in the past just because I grew up. My dad started to learn when he was like 40, and we joined a Malibu club. Actually, we started a Malibu club in Evans Head, and I just got on a longboard and kind of followed the adults. When I got back into surfing this time round, I went to Bali for a week and did a yoga and surfing retreat. And so I had a coach just for that week, helping you get your confidence back. And my fears around surfing would be looking like a complete kook and getting in the way of people. So I do, if I'm getting hustled at D-Bar or Snapper, or worse, if I'm in Bali at Bingen or Keramis, if I see the usuals like joggling with you or hustling, then I'll tend to pull out, because I get scared that if I take off and wipe out, I don't want to hurt someone, or I just don't want to get in their way, and I don't want to be a danger. So that would probably be my biggest fear. I know at a soul level I'm a surfer, and I'd gone so far away from that. So for me, surfing is actually my meditation. It's my home. It's where I feel most me, and so I'm gonna cry. So I need to get better.
The ocean is a surfer's stage, a surfer's playground. It is a force of nature that can't be controlled. It can transport you to another world, delivering moments of exhilaration, then in a single second can deliver you one of the biggest thrashings that you've ever had. But its magical energy will lure you back time and time again. For a surfer to be able to tap into speed, power and flow, they must develop a deep understanding of how the ocean works and create an intuitive relationship with the ocean.
So we go down to the beach, and it's week 1, and We're going to run through the whole science aspect of the course, and then going to go into the waterman. The most important thing is tapping into the wave's power zones. To do that, we're going to be doing some bodyboarding, some body surfing. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of light bulb moments going off. Come join us.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today
is that Jade, although she says she's been surfing for a while, she hasn't got that sort of back strength in the back arch to get a real nice good paddle posture. Second thing about Jade, she says that she'd love to catch a barrel, but when the steep waves came through, she kind of looked down, felt uncomfortable and talks herself out of it. And when the softer, weaker waves, she commits to a wave that's never going to break. So I'm concerned about the wave reading, and then also the type of waves that she's catching. She's a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. So with Raz, he's just a bit lost. When he does stand up, however, it's like stand up and give up. So he stands up and then it's just like, ugh, okay, I'm surfing, like wave, ride me. So he's a bit of a lazy surfer. We actually got to get him to start compressing, extending, looking for the power zones in the wave. So once you join the dots. When I say roller coaster, day one, shark in the water. we couldn't actually go surfing. All right,
I'm glad you chose not to make me bait.
That's a big stressor by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. What's been your highs and lows? What have you been experiencing and going through over this week?
So the stroke is massive.
There's been so many light bulb moments where I've understood why I've been having some of the problems I've had.
I get frustrated that I'm standing up and not implementing all the stuff that you're telling me, and I'm like, why is my body not doing it? But what I love about it is I'm aware now.
So many things are just completely different to what I thought I had to do.
What did you learn, and what can you share with the viewers just about the ocean?
Where to paddle out, understanding how to read the water and also the sweep.
I think just really the way that I should be reading the wave and looking at where it's drawing up, where it's the steepest, most powerful part, and really positioning myself there, whereas in the past I would have been much more on the shoulder, more paddling at an angle.
I've got so many waves in the last 2 hours that usually my arms would fall off.
Paddling around and seeing where I needed to sit is so different to what I've been doing.
The body surfing progression to bodyboarding before getting on the board was huge for me, understanding the connection to the ocean and what happens when I wasn't connected.
3 weeks left. I'm excited. We've still got to go through equipment, we've got to go through the body movement, and we're going to go through the mind aspect. So still some fun to come.
Great, thank you.
The mind is the central processing center. It controls the connection between a surfer's body, their equipment, and their ability to get in sync with the ocean. The mind can push a surfer forwards or it can hold them back. It can create harmony between a surfer and the ocean, or it can create chaos and frustration with their surfing performance. The mind will stop a surfer taking that perfect wave. It will cause them to hesitate as the lip starts to throw. But when a strong mindset is developed, confidence builds, self-awareness forms, and surfing performance is accelerated.
So I kind of told them where the bus stop is and where they should be sitting, and paddled out, and all that information's gone. They're sitting on the wrong bank, wrong place. Ah! At the water right now, they feel that they're in front of a camera. I'm sure their minds are going 100 miles an hour going, I got to get a wave, and they're under a lot of stress when surfing should be fun.
Yeah.
Panic paddle. So like they just stress about catching a wave. Raz's body language. He's smiling. Look, it took you a while to get into the right position out there, but when you got into position, things were a lot easier.
Yeah.
So Jade, come on in. How are you feeling?
Buggered.
Buggered?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's almost like you jumped on an escalator and started walking backwards against the escalator and just getting fatigued, getting tired. All the waves that sucked up, saying, let's go, Jade, you're like, whoop, no. And all the waves that were really flat, you're like, let me try really hard and catch this flat one that'll never break. On the ocean side, we have to learn positioning, some paddling off techniques, reading. We have to feel the wave, because what I perceived as good, you perceived as bad.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to flip that feeling on its head,
Yeah.
and then start to act on that feeling. Do you guys want to call it? Do you want to go back out another go? What are you thinking?
The machine of movement is what connects a surfer's mind with the board and the ocean. The way a surfer expresses themselves visually on a wave, the turns they do, the lines they draw, are all created from the way that they use their body. Without body awareness, a surfer will never find that flow state. They will never find that feeling of effortlessly creating art with the ocean.
I'm like flipping, I'm livid. I'm so angry that I need to walk away from the beach, go home, chill. Like my whole body's tense. I'm so mad. I've stood on the beach for 2 hours and video filmed people making mistake after mistake. They might as well be blindfolded and try to surf. Just like, oh, come on. It's driving me nuts. I'm so mad. I gotta go. I gotta calm down. It's mad. You cannot coach in the water. It just does not work. You gotta do it outside of the water, then relax and have fun in the water. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going home. See ya. Take my hand. Run back. you're looking? Down. Can you see the tension in your neck? Yeah. Right, where before your front foot and you're really opening up in that turn. So drop that, push your hips forward. Now the ball rolls forward. Back foot, no knees. If you look at your board, you've got to give me 3 push-ups.
Okay.
3 push-ups, go. Put your hips forward, hips forward. So go 3 push-ups.
Yep.
Yeah. Slow. Alright.
The surfboard is a surfer's basic tool to connect their mind and body with the ocean. A surfer's equipment will affect their style and also their attitude. Equipment knowledge will allow a surfer to use the right gear for the conditions at hand, enhancing their surfing performance and their enjoyment. The feeling of having the perfect board under your feet is like magic, but that won't come without equipment knowledge.
Parts of southeast Queensland have experienced another night of heavy rain, with more expected throughout today.
Now I'm at Mermaid Beach and all beaches along the Gold Coast have been closed. We're seeing and expecting swells of 5 to 10 metres.
So this is the start of week 4, and as you can see outside we've got these like torrential rains, howling winds and a huge front from New South Wales all the way across Queensland. So the surf's massive, it's blown out, so looks like week 4 is going to be put on hold. Hopefully we can resume it as soon as the surf starts to settle and we can find some banks to surf again. I've got Raz and Jade doing some of the cardboard slides, the Bosie ball stuff. But yeah, we're not too sure how week 4 is going to pan out, so just stay tuned, see what happens. Okay, so it's the last day of the 30-day challenge and the waves are actually pumping. It's sunny outside, all the beach breaks have lit up, and I'm really keen to see what Jade and Raz have been able to do over the last 30 days. So grab your board, let's go surfing. So Jade, we're at the end of the 30-day challenge and it has been a roller coaster ride. Just briefly, some of the highs and lows that you experienced.
The huge difference from the land stuff and that awareness of the feet and just those tiny little changes, and I felt like, oh yeah, cool, I'm progressing and I'm looking better. I couldn't be stuck in my head. I had to just do. So when I got out of my head and just did, everything started to come together, and the reminder to make it fun.
It's been an amazing process, definitely like super frustrating at times. I think like realizing that so much of what I was doing before has been completely wrong. Everything you're telling me is so simple, it makes so much sense, it's practical, and yeah.
Cardboard surfer, what did you get out of it?
Using my hips and my arms.
Getting back up the face of the wave, that feeling of sort of that beautiful kind of weightless feeling.
Bosie ball.
Front foot, weight on the front foot.
Me not being back foot, getting upright.
Skateboarding in the street.
Knees, my knee positioning, hips, and because of the knee kissing, the hips facing, and stop being the sideways person.
skateboarding in the bowl and centrifugal forces and
Look past where I want to be. So look at the pole rather than looking at the turn. So looking past it. The dance, feeling the ramp and when the up down was, and using the hips to move the board rather than just trying to force everything through.
All the stuff on the skate bowl's been incredible, and that's just the best demonstration of when I do things properly, it's easy, and when I do them badly, I fall.
catch a bus.
Oh, life changing. Find the bus stop. Not over paddling and using all of my energy and then feeling buggered when it's time to actually pop up.
Catching the bus, yeah, I'm looking at the lineup in a completely different way now. Like, it was so, random and by chance if I was getting waves before, and now I'm really focused before I go out, and then just what I'm looking for in a wave is totally different now.
Waterman, we made you go body surf, bodyboard.
The lean, I found before I would paddle straight down the wave and then I would be too late and too slow. I wouldn't make the section or I'd nosedive. So getting that connection to the wave and the lean and how much easier and safer that made it take off and faster to make the section.
Because just understanding where I need to be on the wave to take off cleanly and get into it well.
Mind surfer.
Learning to embrace the sucking and knowing that it's okay, that you have to go backwards to go forwards.
Yeah, I think just realizing how much of a mental thing it is, and it's really like, it's not a physical thing, or everything you're asking me to do is easy, it's the mental side of it.
I'm here to have fun, and I had confidence in my ability to make the drops and to surf the wave, and then I could literally think, what's the one thing I want to do on this wave better? I want to open up the shoulder, pass the coffee cup. Then I needed to remember to point the boobs as well, but that was the next wave. That was fine. It's all about the boobs, really. So yeah, I've still got the stoke. You can see it.
Tell you what, your style on the skateboard's improved, your style on the Bosie board's improved, your cardboard slide's massive. You've got all the ingredients are there. You just got to bake a cake.
Yep.
Like a chicken without a head, just like going blah, 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 until the wave died. He says, oh. look, you can see rainbow parade.
He claims it.